Welcome back inside the cave on this Tuesday morning. Pat Hayes, Jeff Bowman with you. And of course, 725 means Tom Crawford from the Crawford Podcasting Network, our guest here on Inside the Cave. And Tom, this is the week we've been waiting for 365 days. It's Ohio State week, and boy, can't wait for that game.
Yeah, it brings back so many memories for me, all the Michigan Ohio State games, the build up. Sometimes they were the weekend before Thanksgiving, and many times the weekend, right, the 2 days after Thanksgiving, and the build up is unprecedented. The Lions game on Sunday, it was on Fox, and all they did was promote Michigan Ohio State like they don't need to really even promote it. People will be watching. I'm sure they'll do the same on Thursday. Just super excited to be sitting next to you on Saturday at noon.
Well, of course, this is the biggest rivalry in college football, Michigan and Ohio State. The Wolverines opened up at 11-point underdogs in this one. Currently 9.5 as I looked this morning. But, Michigan has won 4 in a row. I think 3 of those games, the Michigan teams were pretty darn good. Last year, we got lucky, and Ohio State really lost it for themselves, I think.
Yeah, I give credit to Michigan. Their defensive scheme for Wink Martindale was unbelievable, and the two guys in the middle, KT and Mason Graham, just dominated. And, when they were 19.5-point favorites and you win the game on the road in a heat game, a 3-time, loss in a row for Ohio State going into that game, and you still beat them, when they're considered to be one of the best teams of all time last year in college football. There's no luck in that. You make your luck. So that was incredible. I don't remember a game where we didn't anticipate it going that way. This year, Michigan got a little bit in rhythm, let's just say, against Maryland. And the depth that the team has is really being showcased with the injuries, especially at running back with Bryson Cusdall just, delivering 100 yards. And this team got 228 yards rushing, Pat. And think about this. 4 consecutive games now, the Wolverines have garnered up over 200 yards rushing, and they're 54-0 the last time they've had, for 200-plus rushing games. So run the damn ball is key on Saturday.
Let's bring in Jeff here. Jeff?
Yeah, I'm still a little concerned with the running game. That's going to be interesting to see. Cusdall, he had a really good game, but it was against a Maryland team, and so, that does pose a little bit of a problem. We'll see where the health is with Jordan Marshall, but it is nice when you can take a walk-on running back to come in and get a 100-yard game. Even though it was against Maryland, he showed some flashes, and I think that he could be, some kind of a weapon on Saturday.
Well, I think part of that, though, Jeff, is the idea about complementary football. You have a passing game that, whipped up, 215 yards, and the emergence of Andrew Marsh has been unprecedented. I don't remember a freshman just fast-tracking this well recent times at the receiving position, but 5 catches, 76, that followed up that great game last week. And, boy, does it open up the door for Donovan McCulley, who would benefit. You saw that screen pass he broke for a touchdown. Those two are dynamic together, and you throw in a little Marlon Klein, finally getting on. He had 3 catches. Zach Marshall at tight end as well. He had 3 tight ends there. Well, Max Madison, that caveat of is he going to play, is he not? He'll still lead this team from the sidelines like Rob Moore did last year. But it would be nice to have him in there. But I just think Michigan, they might not win this game, and I'm picking Ohio State in this game 20-17 to get ahead of myself on the prediction. But and I hope I'm wrong, but this is going to be a fourth-quarter game. And when Michigan plays Ohio State and Ryan Day in a fourth-quarter game, good things happen.
Yeah, year after year.
It's always one of those things.
Go ahead.
The longer you let a team like that hang around, the scarier it gets.
Yeah, and that's when you start thinking about it. Ohio State wants this game so bad, and credit to them. I know they disrespect Michigan. call them School Up North and all that other stuff. They don't even name the name. Got to take all the M's off campus in Columbus. I mean, it's crazy the obsession that Ohio State has towards Michigan. But that gets into their minds. So I mean, in essence, the Michigan Wolverines are living rent-free in Ohio State's minds.
Well, you talked about the injuries, and of course, Jordan Marshall didn't play this last week at Maryland, but Jerome says he'll be available for this game with Ohio State. One of the key parts of this one, Marshall, and but with all the other injuries, like you said earlier, a lot of the second stringers got to show up this week, and what a time for them to maybe get their first or second shot at playing against Ohio State.
Yeah, it was so great to have Cole Sullivan in there. I mean, he's a dynamic player. He got hurt in the Michigan State game, and with earning out, his at linebacker. I mean, that's problematic. I think he's going to play, but the depth at linebacker, Jimmy Rolder back, things are coming together a little bit. And also, in the secondary, you're seeing so many freshmen that are playing. That God, this team is. I don't. I mean, this defense, this team obviously is not Michigan's best team, but it's a good team, and it still potentially could be a great team if they win. But and not to always be looking forward to next year, but good Lord. Everybody comes back the way that I think they will, the ones that are supposed to come back, this is going to be one freaking awesome team, talent-wise, for the Wolverines in 2026.
Well, no question about it. Ohio State is a great football team. Let's talk a little bit about them. Their quarterback, Sayan, has had a tremendous year, first year, and what can you say? I mean, they're at the running back position, at the wide receiver spot. Their defense is stellar, and Michigan probably is going to have to play absolutely error-free football if they want to stay in this.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of the secret sauce of any game, right? Is don't turn the damn ball over. We saw, I mean, yeah, you can turn the ball over 5 times against Northwestern and not get it and still win the game. But Ohio State's a different duck. The 2 wide receivers, they'll be back. They sat out. I mean, literally, this is like sitting guys out just to be ready for Michigan. That there's so much emphasis on that. And saying is he's been solid. I mean, the thing with Ohio State, though, when you really think about it, guys, they have not been tested. That Texas game that went at home in Columbus, friendly at home, they were up 14-0. Yeah, Alex Manning got down to 14-7, but you knew Ohio State was in control, right? So that, they really haven't had that game where they've had to come back. And so with Julian saying, I mean, he's really solid, but he hasn't had to make a plays to come back and win the game like Bryce Underwood has. And so there's that element, and then, we've been talking about Ohio State's rushing game, not up to par, but, hey, Bo Jackson, not the Bo Jackson we know, he looks pretty solid, number 25 for Ohio State. So between him and a few others, Peppers and Isaiah West, they're going to have some running. If Michigan can halt their run and just make them throw all the time, I mean, for high right now, supposedly, we're talking about 29, 30 degrees. This is like 2021 all over, because there will be lake effect snow or whatever. This is proven out to be perfect.
Jeff?
Yeah, it is going to be a little chilly, and that could, play a factor in it as well. Anything that can, help Sayan not throw the ball well, and they're great receivers, keeping them in check will definitely help.
Oh, no doubt. And they got, they have probably Caleb Downs in the secondary for Ohio. They have one of the best players in the country defensively. I mean, he's really good. And Sonny Styles has been there freaking forever. I mean, that guy, he seems to never go away. I mean, they got players. and they'll have fans. Their fans will buy their way in. I mean, Michigan will obviously have more fans, but you can't let Ohio State get in rhythm and get ahead in this game by 2 touchdowns. Keep it within 1 touchdown the whole game. Michigan's got way more than a puncher's chance.
All right. Well, let's talk about another positive thing going on at Michigan. Last night, Michigan Wolverine basketball team blew out San Diego State by 40, 94-54. And Tom, you watched most of that ball game.
I didn't watch most of that ball game. I watched the entire ball game. I was enjoying finally having a comfy win where you weren't sweating the thing out. And yeah, Michigan, they were up by 12 at halftime, but and Yax Lindenborg was, oh my God, pick your guy who was the best player, but man, he's just a dominant player. He had 15. I think he had I'm not sure how many boards.
15 points and 6 boards and 4 assists.
Yeah, and then Morris Johnson is emerging as well, and then Elliot Cadeau played a little bit better, and would they have 6 guys in double figures? I mean, that's pretty balanced attack. I thought Namari Burnett played wonderful, as did Roddy Gale. Cheddar had some big buckets, and so, hey, this is a weird tournament, though. It's on style points. To win the championship, this play at Mandalay Bay in Vegas, after you have assigned opponents, games 1 and 2, and then based on how bad you've beaten it, how much you've beaten the team, some statistics, it's determined by a committee of who plays in the title game, in the consolation game, and then they match all the other teams. There's 18 teams in this. There's 9 games each day. It's a strange tournament. But Michigan, if they just beat Auburn, I'd be shocked if they weren't in the title game because of that impressive margin of victory. Keep in mind, San Diego State, that's a top 50 team in KenPom on a neutral court. That right now is a quad 1 win. A quad 1 win by 40 points. That's impressive.
That is impressive. And they play Auburn tonight, and Michigan is a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah, Auburn's ranked, and Auburn is obviously, this is a rematch of the Sweet 16 game last year, and Auburn, lost a lot of players, and Michigan lost a lot of players, but and so it's a change of the guard every year in college basketball. But don't turn the ball over. They still have 13 turnovers. And L.J. Kaysen is the guy I'm watching tonight. If he can contribute without making glaring errors, that will be a plus. He does loose with the ball, and I'm just marveling how deep this team is.
Well, that game will be on TNT if you get that on your television.
Oh yeah. And then tomorrow we just don't know. Check your TV listings and go out to the website and figure out where they're going to play, who they're going to play, and if it's going to be for a title.
Well, getting back to football, noon kickoff at Michigan Stadium. Everybody's going to be there. The football gods are going to be in the area there with that snow possibly coming in, and a repeat of 2022 or something like that.
21. It's 21. Odd number of years always Ohio State, and it's 2021, and that's when finally Michigan broke the skid, and they won 22-27. That was a great win. We really enjoyed that, smiling at each other for that one. And I'm going to get up there early. The press box for Ohio State, hey, you well know this, it's a different duck.
Yeah.
It's early arrival. It's crowded early. And there is everybody there. And the electricity throughout that entire stadium is, even if it's going to be cold and people will be bundled up tailgating, they won't care. Because it's one game that comes to Ann Arbor every other year. The Ohio State Buckeyes coming to town.
I hope we keep our varsity seats.
We will. There's no doubt about it. And I think this is going to be again a fourth quarter game. My prediction has Ohio State pulling it out, but Michigan's got a darn good chance if they do what they're supposed to do and not turn the ball over and play complementary football with balance in the run pass. and keep everything in front of them defensively.
So you think, what, 20-17, did you say?
Yeah, I have 2017. God, I hope I'm wrong. What do you have in this game?
I think it's going to be a little bit more scoring. I'm going 35-21 maybe.
Ohio State?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that much. I think Michigan will hang in there tougher than that.
Well, I hope the
And
Michigan
they can
defense will be a factor.
Oh, it will. And, Wink Martindale's an interesting guy. He sometimes frustrates you, some schematically things he does, but, man, he can come up with some stuff. And I think this staff's been working on this game all year, and it'll be electric. And let's just hope that Michigan pulls this out.
Well, Tom, let everybody know where they can find all of your podcasts.
Yeah, if you appreciate going out to a YouTube channel, Tom's Take Community, all one word. I know it's a long word, but go out and subscribe. It's free. All the content, the stuff, our interviews from inside the cave around that, and you can, go through all of them and binge watch from the past and see my stupid predictions. But it's a lot of fun with you. It's an honor to be on with you guys, and so go out and do that. Also on Facebook, and then on TikTok, it's Blue Belly Tom, all one word, and a lot of Michigan content, all three platforms.
All right, Tom, we're looking forward to this weekend, the biggest weekend of the year. We'll see you in the box.
All right, look forward to it, guys.